that's somewhere in the middle, and then you have the totally Republican Fox News, which was launched by a Republican strategist. But anyway, this is MSNBC's headline today. Top story this morning. Team Trump embarrasses itself with 95-word letter to Merrick Garland. Oh, wow, on the 144th day of the year, emphasis on a 95-word letter like that. You know what's amazing about that headline? If you go and look up that article right now, you'll see that there's no mention anywhere in the article about the 95. Only in the title. Not mentioned anywhere in the article of the 95. But again, it's just so obvious. Why 95 words on the 144th day of the year? Again, in Gematria, Jesuit order equals 144. What was the Jesuit order's original purpose? To counter the 95 Theses. That's why it's so obvious that all these cable networks, doesn't matter if they're the Democrat one or the Republican one at Fox News, they're all doing the same thing every day, controlling different groups of minds. That's the game. Just keep everybody in their little pack of group thought. Oh, our political party's the best. No, our political party's the best. All of these people are being led astray and kept in their false groups and their false ideologies. And with that, they're being enslaved, It's just like, again, I mean, it's so annoying being enslaved by this cabal that's so transparent, so obvious, and that so badly needs to be overthrown. I mean, we're ruled over by the most criminal, corrupt, dishonest, lying, disingenuous, murderous group of thugs there ever was, and most people just, they're still trusting it. They're still believing in it. They're still listening to it. They're still following its directions. When is that going to change? When is that going to change? Okay, also in the news today, apparently global warming is affecting Saturn. Saturn's ice rings are melting. I was like, come on, man. Again, I instantly got the joke of this because I know Gematria. Again, today's the 144th day of the year. In Jewish Gematria, time equals 144. What is Saturn? The keeper of time. And, those pesky Jesuits from France, where the climate accords are. This stupid story that they throw out there that Saturn's ice rings are melting, just subliminally, this is meant to make you think about global warming. The dopes on the left probably thinking like, oh my God, global warming's even melting Saturn's rings? Again, just another load of BS news story published, by CNN on this symbolic day. And the other thing is, if you actually read the article, they said the research was confirmed on May 15th. That's Mercurialia, the hottest planet. So, the ice is melting. Mercurialia, the closest planet to the sun. Mercurialia to celebrate Mercury, of course. But yeah, I mean, just stupid stuff. And also, this was on BBC's front page today. BBC today, the 1968 photo that changed the world. And they're saying this is the photo that birthed the environmentalist movement because it showed what a precious, beautiful blue dot we live on. I had to go back and look at this moment. So they say that this photo was captured by William Allison Anders, or Bill Anders, on Christmas Eve, 1968, the Apollo 8 mission. That was the same day they read from Genesis, also part of that Apollo 8 story. But that date, December 24th, 1968, it had 123 numerology, 1, 2, 3. And in Gematria, in the most simple cipher, both outer space and conspiracy equal 123. If you run the alphabetic order in reverse, outer space and conspiracy both equal 147. If you run it in reverse numerology, outer space and conspiracy both equal 57, as does moon. Anyhow, William Allison Anders, who took the picture on that day, his name just also happens to equal 123. And if you do it the small way, Bill Anders equals 42, like outer space. So, again, from 1968 up to now, news by the numbers, and not from 1968 up to now, I mean, from the 16th century up to now, news by the numbers brought to you by the Society of Jesus. And not to be outdone, from Bill Anders' October 17th birthday to the day he took the photo was 68 days later. 68. Well, very interesting, because that's supposed to be the symbolic photo, you know, the life-changing photo of planet Earth. And of course, in Gematria, planet equals 68. So, you know, were they really out there? Did they really take that photo? Were they really so much smarter back then? Because these days, NASA says they don't have the technology to get back there. Only the genius Elon Musk does, who can't even get his live streams to work or go on the stage with his... I mean, Elon Musk, you guys, remember years ago when they had him go on the stage and he was supposed to present his car windows that couldn't break, and then he takes the object to him and they just break right away? I mean, all of this stuff is supposed to be a sign to people that have a pulse, you know, a few IQ points, that this guy's a stooge. You know, everything they do every day is to see who has a pulse, who's paying attention. Elon Musk, for the first time, the world's richest man. Big headline for that night when it happened. Did anybody look and notice that it was the anniversary of Nikola Tesla's death? You know? Did anyone do the gematria and notice it was the 78-year anniversary and both Tesla and Jesuit equal 78? That was another story today. You know, the young girl who did the poem reading for Biden's inauguration, The Hill We Climb or whatever it was. Today her poem got censored at a Florida elementary school. And it's like, oh, so they saved that story for the day that the Florida governor announces for the presidency when she's connected to the presidency through Inauguration Day. And since I just brought up 78, today just happened to be 78 days after her birthday. You know, again, Jesuit 78, Jesuit order 144. Again, that's Amanda Gorman. Amanda Gorman. Okay, and then also, you guys might recall back in April, we were covering Trump, you know, being in the court